Experience holiday cheer at Tanger Outlets with savings up to 70% off your favorite brands. From fragrances to accessories and the latest styles, discover the best gifts for everyone on your list. Save big at Nike Factory Store, Michael Kors, Under Armour, Coach, Polo Ralph Lauren, Kate Spade New York, and so many more. Unwrap the best at Tanger Outlets. Hundreds of brands, endless gifting options. Plan your trip at Tanger.com.
Here is the latest from Oil City News on K2 Radio.
The Wyoming Highway Patrol says speed may be to blame for a single vehicle rollover crash that left a Wyoming teenager dead and another person injured. The crash happened at 9:27 a.m. on Friday, December 6th, near mile marker 5 on Farson 2nd East Road, near Farson in Sweetwater County. According to a fatality crash summary, a Dodge Dakota was headed south when the driver lost control and rotated 180 degrees. The vehicle exited the roadway, tripped, and rolled. The rollover left a 15-year-old dead and the other occupant injured. It's unknown which of them was driving. This is the 8th reported juvenile and the 100th reported person to die on Wyoming's highways so far this year. A 45-year-old Casper man was arrested last Thursday after reporting that his son had been shot in the back of the head and that there was a person shot in front of his apartment. 14 law enforcement officers from Wyoming Highway Patrol, Casper's Police Department, and Natrona County Sheriffs responded to the 1100 block of South Beverly Street, along with Casper Fire EMS and Banner Wyoming Medical Center. No shooting victim was found. All of the man's family members were contacted, and they confirmed that they were alive and uninjured. Officers did find 2 grams of presumptive positive methamphetamine in the man's apartment. He reportedly advised police that he had not used for a while. He pleaded not guilty to breach of peace, use of a controlled substance, and false reporting in circuit court. He made his plea on Friday, December 6th. Though all are misdemeanors, Assistant District Attorney Ashley Neves asked for a $10,000 cash or surety bond, saying that the facts are very serious and a lot of law enforcement resources were consumed. 2 Casper residents received prison sentences in the last week in connection with a drug conspiracy that agents say brought thousands of fentanyl pills into Natrona County over a period of 6 months. 36-year-old Kathleen Joy Lindsay was sentenced to 70 months. That's almost 6 years in federal prison last week. On Tuesday, 68-year-old Pamela Lynch was sentenced to 3.5 to 4 years in state prison. 40-year-old Justin Hoskins pled guilty this fall. His sentencing has been delayed due to new felony charges for aggravated eluding in Campbell County. 34-year-old Cameron Sky Summers pled guilty last summer, and the state agreed to cap its sentencing argument to 8 years. A Natrona County judge commented that the sheer volume of fentanyl that they brought into Natrona County over the charging period is a poison to the community. Wyoming Governor Mark Gordon recently made a presentation to the Wyoming Legislators' Joint Appropriations Committee in which he proposed his supplemental budget request in light of an especially harsh wildfire season as well as inflation. Gordon noted that this year more than 2,000 wildfires burned in Wyoming across an excess of 850,000 acres. About 70% of those acres were on private and state lands. Surprising, the fires this year cost the state $55 million. Furthermore, it will cost $130 million for restoration efforts. The governor said the unusually high amount of burned private acres means a high degree of direct injury to families and communities. He is recommending $10.5 million allocated to the Department of Revenue. Gordon believes the program is currently underfunded. Gordon's budget also included an increase of $20.17 million to the Mineral Royalty Grant Program in order to assist the State Loan and Investment Board as it addresses emergency situations that pose a direct threat to the health, safety, or welfare of citizens. As reported by WyoFile, a judge has ordered federal wildlife officials to decide by January 20th whether Yellowstone area grizzly bears should be delisted from the Endangered Species Act. The order was issued by U.S. District Court Wyoming Judge Alan Johnson. It could speed up a potential handover of authority to Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana, opening the door for grizzly bear hunting. Johnson issued the decision on Friday in response to a Wyoming petition that sought to compel the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to honor a missed one-year deadline to determine if the greater Yellowstone ecosystem's isolated grizzly bear population still warrant threatened status. If the agency meets the new 45-day deadline, its decision will have taken about 3 times as long as originally scheduled, with a court-ordered determination due just as the second Trump administration begins. Read more at K2Radio.com. Reporting in Casper, this is Colby Fedor.
An O'Reilly Auto Parts gift card is the perfect gift for that hard-to-buy-for person. Give the gift of convenience from O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Oh, 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 O'Reilly Auto Parts.